Welcome everybody. I'm back. Welcome everybody being on today's webinar tonight. I appreciate every single one of you guys for showing up tonight. You guys can hear me and see me. Just want to make sure. Go ahead, put in the chat box real quick. Let me know. Let me make sure you guys can hear me and see me. Good. Yes. Okay, great. Perfect. All right. I love it. Okay. All right, so I want to thank each and every single one of you for being on. We're going to go ahead and get to the presentation. I want a lot to share with you, a lot of things to share with you for you guys to take and run with it in 2017, all right? How many of you, before we get started, as a matter of fact, how many of you that's on this webinar right now have never closed a wholesale deal before? How many of you never closed a deal? Go ahead, put in the chat box real quick. I want to see how many of you have never closed a deal before. All right. Okay. We got a few people on here that haven't. Okay. Never. Okay. Cool. Okay. All right. So we got a lot of people on here that hasn't closed their first deal. It's okay. All right. Well, the goal is to not only just get you your first deal closed, okay, but also get you and show you, all right, the system for you to make six figures in 6 months. Okay, it's a very duplicatable system. All right, you're gonna have to follow this to the T. All right, so make sure whatever you're doing, I don't care if you're on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you have open, shut all that down right now. Okay, shut it down, and let's go ahead and let's zone out into this presentation. Now, what I'm gonna share with you, okay, is matter of fact, let me this screen because I don't want you guys can see this good. All right, you're going to discover six figures in 6 months system, okay? Now, some of you might be on here. Maybe you don't know a lot about me, all right? So I'm going to talk about that so you guys can know, get to know me a little bit better, all right? Now, before we get started, how many of you want me to show you how to make more money? All right, I think everybody's on here wants to show you, right? Exactly. You didn't come on here just to watch me. Everybody wants to make more money, right? Perfect. Okay. All right. So, how many of you want me to show you a proven system that's guaranteed, if you do the work, all right, guaranteed to put more money in your bank account? All right. We got a lot of people. Okay, man, this thing is filling up. Okay. Somebody said, hell yes. I love it. All right. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to ask you some questions because I want to make sure you guys are still woke, and you paying attention. Okay. So, I'm gonna make you be a little bit interactive on today's webinar. All right. Now, you're about to discover why flipping contracts, okay, is simple and it's way more profitable than flipping houses for the average Joe or Jane, especially if you've never done a deal before. Okay. I'm also going to show you the major mistake investors make. All right. This is the major thing that costs them from getting a deal signed. Okay, and how to avoid it. All right. I'm gonna give you the two-step process I use to get a majority of my offers accepted by sellers. All right, and I'll talk about a deal actually that we just got on the contract and we have at the title company getting ready to close next week. I'm gonna show you the process that I use to get this one accepted, okay? And secret number 3, I'm gonna show you the single mindset shift, okay, that makes closing multiple deals a month possible. All right, I'm gonna give you a real life case study as well of an ex-school teacher who actually made his first $100,000 in just 6 months, all right, using this system, okay? And how to be up and running between the next 24 to 48 hours, all right? Just move along. All right, so why is this important now, okay? Let me see if I can get this screen. It might make me get out of we'll try to do this. All right, so listen, you don't need a real estate license, okay, or certification to get started. That's the great thing about it. You don't need a lot of capital, okay, at all to do your first deal, okay? And it can be automated so that it frees up your time, all right, for you to spend with your loved ones, okay? Guys, when I first, heard about this wholesaler business, I was like, I want to create a business where I'm not working 40, 50 hours a week. That was what I was working when I was working the job. When I first heard about real estate wholesaling back in 2009, all right? I was working about 50 hours a week because I had overtime, mandatory, and I was making $12 an hour. And I was like, if I could just find something that could replace this, at least replace this income that I'm making and make more, and be able to have the time, Okay, that was the most important thing for me. I hated I had to clock into a job, and I hated that I had to go into work, and if I wanted to take a day off, I had to request vacation time months in advance. And when I came across real estate wholesaling and how simple it was and how it was able to free up your time, I just fell in love with it. And that's the reason why I still do real estate wholesaling to this day. All right. Now, right now, the real estate market is on fire. Okay. This is the best time to be a real estate investor. Okay. So it doesn't matter if you just heard about wholesaling and just get into real estate, even if you've, maybe been on the fence for a couple of years and just been studying and studying YouTubes and podcasts and listening to webinars like this. Right now is the best time to get in. All right. It's the best time to get off the fence and get started. Okay. The opportunity is now. All right. Because again, it's right now, it's steady rising and it's really on fire right now. All right. There's a lot of buyers that are on the market. All right. There's a lot of deals that are on the market. Okay. And today, even today, guys, there are people that are in desperate need of solutions. Okay, and I'm going to talk about how you become a problem solver to these solutions and how you get paid by doing it. All right. Now, more and more people are experiencing greater pain than ever before. Okay, but the best thing for us as a people is that we get to help those people out, and with the technology, okay, it's made it pretty much easy for us to really simplify and automate certain things of the business. Okay, back in the day, back pre-internet, okay, you used to have to, maybe drive around to find houses. You had to go and, send out and put out signs every single weekend. You had to door knock. Some people had to actually knock on people's doors like a salesman to be able to do real estate deals. But times have changed, okay, and that's the great thing about technology. All right. So for those of you that might not know, who am I? Okay. I've been featured on one of the biggest social media influencers on the Fast Company. All right. Also been on Amazon, YouTube, Google. All right. I'm CEO and founder of the top-rated podcast on iTunes called Escaping the REI Newbie Zone. All right. And I've controlled over $5 million in real estate in the past 8 years. All right. I've been a nationwide speaker and consultant for the past 6 years, and I'm also a platinum author. Okay. And I'm also the leading authority on training and coaching everyday people just like you to make money in real estate. Now, if you follow me at all, maybe you saw some videos on YouTube, Facebook possibly, my favorite quote that I always talk about, always use. All right, what is it? It's don't live the dream, live your dream. Okay, and I'm a real fond believer of that. Okay, guys, how many times have you saw someone, pictures, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever, a video, and you said, man, I wish I could do that. I wish I could go there. I wish I could drive that car. Take that vacation, okay? Well, I believe in creating a business that allows you to do that, allows you to live every day like it should last, okay? And that's what this wholesaling business has done for me, and that's what we're going to make sure that it does for you, okay? It gives me the opportunity to take vacations. As you see here, this is a picture here with my daughter. We went to Jamaica, okay? She's been to Jamaica probably more times than the average American's been to Jamaica, okay? Here's another picture of me here at Margaritaville in Negril, okay? Here's another picture of me here and was visiting Puerto Rico, okay? Now, some of you might have known last year, one of my biggest like dreams, I'm talking about this is the biggest thing that I always wanted to do, okay? A dream actually came true, all right? I was able to go to Thailand and live there, okay, for over 30 days. I spent the entire month in Thailand, guys, okay? The whole September, all right? I got videos and stuff on YouTube. You can go look it up, find it. And it was amazing, okay? I was around other entrepreneurs. I was learning, and my business was still generating income. We were still making money in real estate, all right? And that's what I love about this business, and that's what I want to give you so that way you can be able to, if you want to take a vacation, maybe 30 days might be a little bit too long, but hey, what if you want to maybe a 2-week vacation or maybe just a week, all right? That's what this business can do for you, okay? Here's a picture, and yes, I have everybody that asked me when they saw this picture, is that a real tiger that you're with, Chris? You are crazy. Well, that's what we do in Thailand. Okay, we take pictures with real tigers. Yes, that is a real tiger. And guys, you can see and look at my face. I'm smiling, but not really because I was very, very scared. It was any minute he could have turned around and ate me for lunch. But luckily, I'm here tonight with this webinar. That didn't happen. Okay, but it was a great experience. It was definitely something on my bucket list that I want to take a picture with a exotic animal like a tiger, and I made that dream happen. All right. Business has also allowed me to be able to hang with other successful entrepreneurs and real estate investors. Okay, it allows you to connect with people that are doing just as good as you, as someone that's doing better than you. All right, and be able to help each other. And here's a picture of me on the left with most of you guys probably know him, Eric Thomas. All right, here's a picture of some other successful real estate investors all across the country that I've been able to mastermind with. Okay, now just gonna be honest with you guys. All right. Even though I've done a lot of things right, I've done a lot of things wrong. Okay, probably done more things wrong than I have right. All right, it may not look like that, but it's the truth. All right, because it wasn't always like this. All right, I wasn't always traveling the world, going to Thailand for a month and spending time with my family whenever I wanted to, waking up, to do whatever I want to every day. It wasn't like that at all. Okay. I come pretty much from a single family home. Okay. I was a guy that, wasn't a person that excelled in school at all. All right. I was not, a A student, a B student. Okay. Oh, heck, I wasn't even really a C student. All right. I ended up actually, I was supposed to graduate 2002, but I ended up graduating that summer because I had to go to summer school to finish the grade, a class that I didn't pass to graduate. Okay, unfortunately. All right. So hold your questions, guys. Hold your questions. Okay, I'll make sure I get all the questions answered. All right, hold your questions. All right. Hold on. So hold your questions. I promise you, I'm gonna get to it. Okay. Also tried college, and it just wasn't for me. Okay, I went to college, and I kept failing classes, man. I just couldn't pass it. So I said, it's not for me. I went to the workforce and went full time. All right, that's when I moved to Florida. I even started a business before. Okay, I started a business before, and honestly, it just didn't go good. I started my first travel business, built up a website, business cards, everything, and didn't make any money. All right. Now, my first introduction to real estate came right before the market crashed. Okay. Back in 2006, I bought my first property. All right. I bought my first rental property in Detroit, Michigan, on the east side of Detroit, Michigan. Okay. And unfortunately, as you guys know, all right, the real estate market crashed in 2007, 2008. So I ended up losing that property. Tenant had moved out. I couldn't keep it with the mortgage payments. I ended up foreclosing on that house. All right, just a year later, unfortunately. All right, so that messed up my credit. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was still working a job, but now, I had a foreclosure on my credit. But you know what? I said I needed to try again. All right, I decided that I needed to try again because I needed to figure out this real estate stuff. So 3 years later, 2 years later, fast forward, I ended up getting into wholesaling bank foreclosures. Okay, it's called REOs. Maybe you guys heard of it before. And I ended up putting, I got a program, I got a course, I got into it, I started taking a lot of action. I didn't have a mentor or anything. I did what the course told me to do, but I ended up putting 26 deals under contract, guys, and none of them closed. None of them. All right, I had to back out 26 deals. Guys, this was staining my name in the industry. Okay, in Tampa, I had a bad name before I had even really got started because I was known as the guy that doesn't close deals. He puts deals in the contract, but he never closes. And this is something that you don't want to be a part, of your name, of your company. You don't want to go around and people say, oh, there goes the guy that never closes. But that's what happened to me. All right, so I had to regain and rechange my whole name in business because I was always known as the guy that didn't close. All right, I looked like a complete idiot. Okay, and no one really wanted to work with me. I made no money, but I was out of money and out of time. Excuse me. Just trying to make this whole real estate wholesaling thing work. All right, I had to start all over. Okay, it wasn't until really that I had a conversation with someone that later on became my mentor that actually got me on the right path and closed my first deal. Okay. But before that, there was two options. I mean, there was, the option of, hey, I can abandon this whole real estate thing, stay at my job, living paycheck to paycheck, and, say, you know what, the real estate thing is just not for me. I'm obviously not successful. It's not for me. Or I need to figure out a system that I can put behind the real estate and make a lot of money in a very cool way. All right. So what I did is I made that big decision. I decided that, you know what, I need to figure this whole house flipping thing out, because at the end of the day, nobody's successful. Nobody got rich by being a quitter. Okay, maybe you feel like that right now. Maybe you've been trying this real estate stuff for a while and you just haven't figured it out. You haven't got that first deal closed, but you haven't quit. You haven't gave up, because you know if you give up, you quit. You know that's the end. You're not going to win. You just haven't figured it out. The next thing that I decided to do was ignore everyone else, okay? And there's a lot of things that are out there, a lot of strategies, a lot of different ways to make money in real estate, but I need to study someone that was actual proven master, all right? Someone that had a track record of not just them making money in the business, but also helping, other students and clients make money flipping houses, all right? And guys, after doing this for 8 years, what I started to do is, after I got successful, I started making money. I started to document everything that I was doing. I'm talking about my systems, my processes I used to flip multiple homes a month. And honestly, before now, I only shared this system with only a few selected investors. Okay, but tonight I'm gonna go ahead and share with you right now. Okay, and the results that they have achieved have been phenomenal. Okay, I'm talking about, we got people that have made 6 figures in 6 months. Okay, people that are they got into wholesaling, now they're rehabbing. Okay, people that were realtors, started off as a realtor, didn't even know the investing side. They got this business going and start making money wholesaling and making money as a realtor. Okay, so I want to show you, I want you to be one of the next people. All right, one of the next success stories. So today I'm going to give you a chance to get your hands on all of my processes and systems, but you have to make sure that you stay towards the end of the call. All right, now here are some of the challenges that people face, all right, and possibly you might fall into one of this category. Right now, you don't have time. You don't have a lot of time. You're working a job full time. You need to do this business part time. You just don't have a lot of time in the day to make this business work. Maybe you don't have a lot of money and you have little to no experience. All right, that's fine. That's how I started off. Okay. Maybe you tried or even used other systems that ended up being wrong. They didn't work for you. They were outdated. The stuff that they were teaching in those systems just don't work anymore. All right. Maybe you've fallen into information overload. Okay, guys, I know I used to do that. I used to attend every single thing I could, and I used to try short sales, loan mods, rehabbing, landlord, wholesaling. It was too much information at once. Okay, and you have to focus on one thing. All right. And maybe you've probably even done some marketing and talked with sellers, okay, and you just realized that your offers weren't getting accepted. Okay, I'm going to show you how to go ahead and turn it around. All right, some of you, maybe you haven't even done any marketing. You're brand new. Okay, you don't really understand what marketing and what it takes to market to find deals. Well, we're going to go ahead and switch this around and show you how to do this. Okay, now there's 3 secrets I'm going to be sharing with you today. Okay, this is where you want to get out your pens and papers. Okay, this is the meat and bones of this presentation. So get out your pens and pads, and I want you to write this information down. All right? Why flipping contracts is simple and way more profitable than flipping houses for the average Joe or Jane with no previous experience. Okay? I'm going to share this with you in detail. I'm also going to share with you the major mistake investors make that cost them from getting a deal signed and how to avoid it. Also, the 2-step process I use to get majority of my offers accepted by sellers. All right, and I'm going to also share with you the single mindset shift that makes closing multiple deals each month possible. All right. Now, secret number 1: why flipping contracts is simple and way more profitable than flipping houses. All right. Now, some of you guys, maybe you have watched the HGTV shows, right? You see the House Hunters and you see these big flippers and everything on those shows, and that's fine. Okay, flipping houses, usually requires you buying a property, closing on it, and then reselling it. All right. The thing about it is that you're going to need your own capital. All right, or you're going to have access to some private money or hard money lenders, okay, to let you to close on that property. All right. And, again, like those shows or maybe a local seminar you attended, again, it requires you to have some type of, rehab work done to the property. Okay. So you're going to need contractors. You're going to need, these money for the materials for the actual project. Okay. You're going to need a lot of different things that it goes into, rehabbing properties and fixing and flipping. Okay. And I'll be to tell you, listen, I don't know about you, but climbing on roofs and knocking down walls, it's just not really my strong point. All right, it's too much work. It's not my thing. Okay. And guys, the average flips, all right, it takes about 60 to 90 days for you to turn around a profit of just $15,000 and $25,000. Okay. Sometimes you can make a little bit more depending on where you're buying at. But this is just the average of what people are generally making. Okay. Especially like in the market here in Tampa. Now, in a lot of cases of myself, myself and students, we've made a lot more, okay, in a less period of time, wholesaling. And I'm going to show you what I mean by this, okay? So here's a case study right here, all right? Here's Steve Philistine said, I've been following Chris for a year now, watching all his videos and training. He helped build up my belief system that I could profit quick in this business. I kept telling myself I can do this, and just last week, I wholesaled my first property here in Las Vegas for a profit of $23,100. All right, so here's the process of flipping contracts, okay? There's 4 steps. Go ahead and write this down, guys. Step 1, you need to locate your target market, okay? You know what? There's a lot of people that don't do this, okay? There's a lot of people that don't do this. It's crazy that a lot of people do not figure out their target market, okay? They just get into the program and get into real estate, and they don't even know where the hot parts of the area that people are interested in, okay? All right, hold on 1 second. We don't want to cancel that, but we want to. All right, there we go. Step 2, you're going to find a motivated seller, all right? Step 3, you need to find out their needs. And step 4, you're going to give them a solution. All right, that's the simple process of, I'm going to keep this up so you can go ahead and you can write this down. This is the 4-step process to flipping contracts, okay? All right, let's move along. Now, you and the seller will agree on a purchase price. All right, you sign a purchase and this purchase and assignment contract, with the seller. Okay, purchase agreement contract with the seller. Then you sell your rights to that contract to a buyer for a higher fee. Okay, so let me give you an example. I know some of you might not know exactly this process. I'm gonna give you an example of this. What I mean by that. Okay. The key is to contract the property for low. All right, sell it for low. You gotta leave room for the end buyer. All right, you create a win-win solution for everyone. Okay, so here's an example. All right, here's a prime example of a deal I did. All right, here's a property here. Okay, it was in a prime time neighborhood. Okay, I'm talking about an A-type area, very, very upscale area of Tampa, Florida, but a crappy house. All right, I ended up signing this contract to purchase it. Okay, purchase and sell agreement with the seller for $22,000. I ended up selling the house to another investor for $55,000. All right. After the closing cost, I ended up netting $32,121. Okay. It was a deal I double close on because I was making a lot of money. Most of my deals I signed, so I don't have to pay closing costs. But on this deal, particularly, I ended up paying closing costs because I closed on it and then resold it the same day. All right. And these are the type of results that you can get. Okay. So, step 1, all right, you need to locate your target market, okay? Now, how do you do that? All right, you go out, you look at classified ads, start to study houses that are for sale, okay? Study those houses that you see for sale. All right, also, you can go into Trulia heat map, and you can locate the hottest zip codes there. That's another strategy that you can do, okay? Number 3, look at what other investors are selling. Okay, I know you saw the ads. You see people's investors' ads all the time. Get on their buyers list and start to look at what these other investors are selling. Okay, that's how you can find the market. All right, find out where the hot zones in your market, because there's pocket areas where everybody's investing in cash, and then there's other areas where people are buying, but it's an area where people are actually getting, properties where they might be a little bit higher priced, and there's not a lot of investors that are controlling that particular area. It's more of a owner occupied type of area. Okay. Step 2, you want to go ahead and you want to locate motivated sellers. All right. The best way, guys, the best way I can tell you, majority of our houses that we bought and sold last year were vacant houses. Okay, vacant houses. All right. This year, it's going to probably be the same thing. Okay, we're going to have a few houses that will be owner occupied because we're hitting some different lists, and I'm going to share with you a little bit the list that we're hitting. But locate vacant houses, especially if you're brand new. Okay, we also send direct mail to potential sellers to certain different lists. All right, you can put up bandit signs. It works great. We buy houses bandit signs, and you can also get referrals from other bird dogs, house hunters, and other people that just happen to just be riding around. Okay. Recently, I saw somebody in our Facebook group talk about they had got a job working for Uber, and they're getting paid, but they're also driving around and they're finding vacant properties that way. Okay, so driving for dollars is another way. You can also, if you know somebody that's driving Uber or maybe they're out and about, you can get referrals from them and just pay them, if they bring you a deal. Okay, so let's run some numbers real quick. All right. Members that have used this system, guys, average a deal about $8,500. All right, so just look at the numbers. Okay, if they close one deal, $8,500 a month. Okay, simple math. That's $102,000 per year. That's your six-figure income. Okay, your six-figure income. Okay, a lot of people can do this in 6 months, but let's just say you messed it up and just did one deal per month. That's $102,000 per year. Okay. The average income, some people make probably a little bit more than this now, but let's say you have $15 an hour, okay? 40 hours a week. That's $2,400 per month. That's only $28,800 per year, okay? Even if you take that up a notch and you're at, $45,000 per year, okay? You see the numbers, it doesn't match, okay? There's not a comparison, guys. You can make way more money wholesaling properties, working less time, and that's why I love this business, okay? You just got to go out and create simple marketing systems that do all the work for you. Okay, that's the E-Myth, all right, which Michael Gerber talks about in his book. If you haven't got that book, make sure you grab it, all right? Now, I want you to stay tuned later because I'm going to show you how you can get at least 10 motivated sellers per day. Okay, let's move along. Secret number 2, okay, make sure if you don't learn anything, make sure you pay attention to this right quick, okay? This right here, okay, is going to stop you and avoid you from making the mistake that so many investors make this mistake, guys, and this is why they don't get the deal signed, okay? This is a step 2 process I use to get majority of my offers accepted, okay? Now, I'll be honest with you. I was guilty of making this same mistake too, okay? So if you've done this before, don't worry. It's not your fault. Okay, I used to do the same thing. Okay, now real quick, remember, as a real estate wholesaler, okay, you're a problem solver. All right, you're a problem solver. That's what you are. You are a problem solver. Okay, and so the more solutions that you can solve for people, the more money you're going to make. Okay, so what is the okay? Then you go into make an offer over the phone, soft offer. Um, Sometimes you make a hard offer over the phone and try to see what numbers they're at, see what their asking price is, and see if you're very close to the asking price of what they're looking to get. And then from there, if they're on the numbers is right, you set an appointment. Okay, real quick before I move on, how many of you people have done this? Okay, the sound went out. Okay, let's see. The sound went out. All right, can you hear me guys now? Can you hear me guys now? All right, I don't know what happened and went out. Appreciate you guys letting me know that. All right, perfect. Okay, so let me ask you this, okay? This is the process of generally, I'll go over this back again to make sure you guys heard me, okay? This is the process that we use when leads come in, okay? Generally, a new lead will come in, all right? We'll get on the phone with that seller, talk with them, find out if they're motivated or not, okay? Then we'll start to analyze the lead, all right? A lot of times we'll make an offer on the phone right then and there. Sometimes we might analyze the lead, call them back, and make an offer, okay? And then what we'll do is if they're, accepted our offer, we'll go ahead and set the appointment, okay? How many of you have done this before? All right, how many have you done this before? Or maybe even you've been taught this way before. Show of hands, say yes. You can even say no if you haven't, but how many of you have been taught this process, all right, is to get an offer over the phone, okay? Make an offer over the phone. Okay. All right, great. Okay, so we got a few people that said no, and a few people, okay, well, so good. Some people that said no. Okay, great. Okay, so we got a few people that said yes, 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 yes. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, great. Okay, so here's the thing. This is what a lot of people do, okay? They'll make an offer over the phone, and then they'll set the appointment, all right? But honestly, guys, it's wrong, okay? Even sometimes setting a soft offer over the phone is something that you don't even want to do, okay? What we found from over changing some of our system and process, again, I used to do this myself, okay? But what we've changed with in our systems and processes, guys, is that a lot of times we would lose deals to other investors because we would scare the seller away with the offer. So a lot of times we don't even talk price over the phone anymore, okay? So here's what our processes and systems look like now, okay? Take a quick sip of water. When a lead comes in, okay, we have a lead manager that takes the lead now, all right? From there, we'll go ahead and we'll determine by analyzing the lead if they're motivated or not, okay? This is the key factor I want to know if we can put a deal together, okay? If they are motivated, all right, for any reason they're motivated, there's a real reason why they need to sell, okay? Then what we'll do is, if there's a reason that they need to sell, okay, especially if they say that it's some repairs that's needed, we just set the appointment right there. We don't even talk price, okay? But this is what we say so that we can know, especially if we're going to be able to put this deal. I want you to write this down, okay? Document this right now. Write this down. There's one question you'll be able to find out, especially after everything. I know some of you have the seller sheet that I give away, and you might have your own seller sheet, and that's fine. But this is what I use to find out if they're motivated, okay? We ask this one question. What's more important to you? Waiting out and getting the highest and best offer, or selling it for quick cash? All right, that's what we say right there, okay? Because we find out from asking that question, okay, what's more important to them. All right, after they've told me, yes, this house has been vacant for so long, and I'm tired of being a landlord and everything else. By asking them the question, what's more important to them, holding out and waiting months to get the highest and best offer, or getting a quick cash offer right now, okay? That will let you know right there, all right, if they're motivated or not, okay? And if they say they're ready to, get a quick cash offer, well, hey, bingo, you got it. Exactly. Alex, see, Alex said that question right there saved them a lot of phone time, okay? All right, that saved them a lot of time. All right, Kevin, I'm gonna repeat it one more time. Just make sure that you hear it, okay? You want to ask them, okay, what's more important to you? Holding out and waiting months to get the highest and best offer, or getting a quick cash offer right now, okay? Closing it and getting a quick cash offer, okay? All right, I'm gonna answer the questions and just later on, okay? Keep your questions. I promise you guys. I know you guys have questions. I promise you. I'm gonna get to all of them, okay, towards the end. I promise you, all right? So again, if there's motivation, guys, you go ahead and set the appointment, okay? Now, if you guys are working, I know someone just asked, I'm gonna go ahead and answer it now. If you're virtual, okay? If you're virtual, of course, you're going to have to change a little bit differently, okay? So really what you're going to want to do is hire acquisitions manager, all right, so that way you can set the appointment for them, okay, and then they can go and see it, all right? But ideally, let's say, for instance, you're new to a virtual market, you don't have an acquisition manager, okay? What you'll want to do then, okay, is probably make a soft offer over the phone, okay, and just kind of get them to give you a ballpark price, all right? But it's better, I'm telling you, most deals that are created, they're created because you're in front of the seller. Just think about it real quick, all right? They're calling you, they have no idea what you look like. They don't have much information about who you are and what your company does. They're just calling because you sent them a letter or a postcard, okay? Yes, you can try to build some rapport with them over the phone, but you're not in front of their face. It's easier for them to say no when they're not in front of your face, okay? One thing that we do, all right, is what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll bring, okay, a comp package, all right? It shows you the recent comps, the properties that have sold to the appointment. Because a lot of times, guys, you're going to find out the reason why you're able to create deals. The best deals are created, okay? They're not just found, they're created. When you're able to educate that seller on what house they're selling for, educate them that, you know, yes, the house looks good when you bought it, but it's outdated, okay? We're going to have to come in and make some repairs because everything here is old. The bathroom hasn't been updated since '84, okay? The kitchen still looks old. It has, you know, old cabinets. All right, the refrigerator's old, the stove is old, there's appliances. You know, as you educate the seller, and again, you're helping them, what happens is that they start to see that you're becoming more of a problem solver. You're becoming a solution to their problem, okay? And that is the reason why they will do a deal with you. That is the reason why you'll get contracts signed, okay? Believe me, time after time, I've gotten deals. I can tell you right now, there's a deal I have right now at the title company. Another wholesaler had talked with a seller before me. He told me, okay? He flat out said, look, he's like, I got your card. You know, it's New Year's. Honestly, I got another wholesaler that already made me an offer, and I was thinking about going back in, but I called you because I wanted to see what you had to say. And we talked, you know, we spent a lot of time just, you know, kind of shooting crap pretty much and build a rapport. And I got this deal under contract, okay? I got under contract. I found a buyer in less than 3 days, okay? Now that deal's closing next week, okay? So you can be able to outbeat your competition if you do this, all right? This one thing alone will make you a lot of money in 2017, okay? So remember, if anything, you don't remember anything from this webinar. If they're motivated, all right, go ahead, set an appointment. If you're not there, you got an acquisition manager you hire or you know, somebody a part of your business to help you out, have them go buy the house, okay? Set the appointment, then you can build rapport with the seller and then make the offer after, okay? Here's another deal where I did this, okay? And we made $8,000 in 4 days, okay? It was an older gentleman here that, you know, unfortunately, he passed away pretty much almost after the closing. And he knew he was going to pass away soon. And, you know, fortunately, God sold him. You know, the money actually went to his kids, and he's able to get rid of that house, all right? Now, step 3, find out their needs, okay? Find out their needs. What are their needs? Okay, a lot of investors go into, oh, well, I need to get the house for this price, and they're just only focused on the house. Find out what the pain point is, okay? What do they really want? All right. This seller that I was just talking about, you know, he wanted to go ahead and fix up the property. We actually went to the property while contractors in there doing work. Okay. And he wants to, you know, keep the property, and he wanted to sell it for maximum price, you know, if he could. But he told me the one thing that was stopping him was his wife. He said, listen, I would love to keep fixing it, but I don't have the money to keep putting in it. And also my wife said that I need to sell the house. She's tired of me putting money and more money and more money into the house. Okay, so I found out that need, and I created and gave him a solution that would make him and his wife happy. All right, and that is the reason why we're getting ready to close on this deal. Okay, so just remember that, guys. It's a service business at the end of the day. It's a people business. Find out their wants, find out their needs, and give it to them. All right, so step 4, get them a solution. Okay, real quick. Offer quick cash solution. Okay, you're going to create an irresistible offer. All right, you're going to pay the closing cost. All right, you're going to buy it as is, and there's no commissions that most realtors charge, which is 7%. Okay, you put an agreement to purchase the property together. You sign a purchase contract, and then you sell that contract to another investor. Okay, here's a perfect deal right here. All right, let me show you this one. Okay, here's a deal that was done in Orlando, Florida. Okay, guys, I live in Tampa, Florida. All right, this is an hour away from me. Okay, we put this deal together. Okay, we had some rapport built with the seller, and we put this together. Got this for $25,000. Okay, and we ended up selling it for $35,000 and made a $10,000 profit. Okay. Now, secret number 3. All right, the single mindset shift that makes closing multiple deals each month possible. Okay, the 3 keys, guys. All right, the 3 keys, you write these down to, is consistency, systems, and accountability. Okay, I always talk about systems, I always talk about, being consistent, okay? And I want to break those down, what I mean by those specifically, okay? Consistency, guys, all right? It means that you have some way that's bringing in you leads on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. Okay, you have to be consistently bringing in leads. I see people that do one mailing campaign and then they don't do another one for 2-3 months. Okay, just think about if you were to work, okay, and your boss didn't pay you, they only paid you one time, and you don't get paid for another 3 months. Okay, you wouldn't like that. All right, you have to be consistent with anything. Okay, that's the only way you're going to get great at something is being consistent. All right, you got to do it over and over and over and over again. Okay, you got to keep your foot on the gas. All right, that's what builds up momentum, is being consistent over and over and over again. Okay, and you know what? You know who the king of consistency was? One of the greatest players to ever touch a basketball. Michael Jordan. Okay, this is why he dominated the court. The reason why is because he consistently shot the ball every single time. It don't matter if he shot the ball and missed. There was a lot of game winners that he missed. A lot of them. Okay, but you know what? He would shoot himself until he started making it. Keep shooting it. Shoot himself out of the slump. He might be in a slump, a little shooting slump, maybe a little broke at first, but he kept shooting until he shot himself out the slump, okay, and started making it. All right, and that's the reason why he has 6 championships, 3 back-to-back championships. Okay, I can't think of any other player that's done that. Had he not retired, he would have won 7. Okay, this is the king of consistency, guys. This is what it takes. Okay. Now, systems. All right, I love systems, and I talk about systems because this is key. You have to have a step-by-step process, guys, that can easily be duplicated. All right. You need to train, and you can delegate and outsource these tasks once you have a system in place. And also, it creates the freedom that you want from a business, okay? Think about it like McDonald's and Starbucks, okay? Why are they so successful, okay? Outside of the marketing, why are they so successful, excuse me? It's because they have a system in place. They have a system that as soon as somebody comes in, they can follow those procedures, those different processes, and the business continues to run. Okay, you have to start thinking like it. If you're real estate business, the same way. Okay, even if you're just starting off and you're a one-man, one-woman, show for right now, it's okay. Okay. However, you have to create a system behind what you're doing, so once you start making money, you can bring someone else in and follow the same system. Okay. Also, for yourself, you'll know exactly what to do. Guys, it frustrates me when I have people that I know that close a deal, they'll make $15,000 and then they don't close another deal for like 4, 5, 6 months. I'm like, what the hell did you do? What'd you do wrong? What did you do to make the money in the first place? Okay, did you have everything documented in your system? And why didn't you continually doing what you were doing? Why would you give up? Why would you stop? Okay, you finally got your momentum going. All right, that's the worst thing you can do, guys. And so I want to tell you that, you have to create a system behind it, what you're doing, and that way you can continuously be consistent in doing it. All right. Our next thing is accountability. Okay. Who's responsible for holding you accountable? Think about this real quick. All right. I know a lot of you guys, some of you guys may be in your 30s, some might be in 20s. Okay. Majority of you are probably in your 40s, late 30s. We might even have some people in their 50s. Okay. Think about this. All right. Up until at least 18, okay, maybe some of you a little bit younger, but up until about 18, you've always had an accountability partner. All right. Your parents, your grandparents, maybe your sisters or brothers, cousins, aunties or uncles. They've been your accountability partner. They've made sure you stay in line up until the age of 18. Okay? Some of you little fast butts, maybe y'all got out the house a little bit earlier than that. But that was your accountability partner. Okay? That's what made you, to help you get your grades together all the time. Make sure you going to school. Make sure you hitting the books. Make sure you studying. All right? Make sure you go into the aftercare programs. Make sure you're excelling in whatever aftercare programs that you're in, other activities, basketball, cheerleading, whatever the case may be. That was your accountability partner. And that's the reason why you've gotten this far to today. Okay? But now that you're grown, now that you're bad, you don't have anybody like that. Who was the one that's holding you accountable? All right? Half of you guys are not successful because you don't have an accountability partner. To this day, I still have an accountability partner. All right? Because look, we're human. We're going to mess up. We're going to forget to do something. We're going to say, I just don't feel like doing that shit today. That's going to happen. Okay? This is why having a mentor is a must to get to the next level. Okay? It's not just about learning and coaching. Guys, honestly, this information is not, any information that you can't find on the internet. Okay? You can literally go on the internet and learn anything nowadays. Okay? You can learn how to create a bomb, anything. Like, you can learn a foreign language, whatever. It's sad that much information is out there, but it is. But a mentor, okay, is someone that's going to hold you accountable. Someone that's going to be checking on you, making sure that you're doing the things that you need to be doing in order for you to be successful. And this is what you need in order to get to the next level, okay? So, how would you like to get all of my systems and processes that can make you $100,000 in the next 6 months? Does that sound good? That sound good to everybody? Okay. All right. So let me show you how. Make sure you guys can hear me. All right. You guys can hear me good. Okay. Perfect. Now, what if I was to go ahead and hold your hand, okay? Hold your hand and guide you to your first few deals. I'm talking about really holding your hand. I'm talking about actually showing you what to do step by step and keeping you accountable and mentor you. Okay? Do you think that would help you business? You think that would be something that would get you to the next level? All right? Well, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to share with you, all right? A lot of people have been reaching out to me about, they want mentorship. 2017 is going to be their year, and they would really, really like to get this business off the ground and go forward, okay? And some of you might have heard of my REI Wealth Mastermind program. We've actually shut that program down. That program will never be available again, okay? The reason why is because we created something that was even better than that, okay? Something that would actually really show you step by step, okay, how to make 6 figures, okay? But that program was more for somebody how to get their first deal done. And I wanted to create an actual mentoring program behind this that could actually really help you guys, all right, to get you the help that you need on a more consistent basis, okay? More than a monthly basis. I'm talking about being able to really reach out to me and connect with me, on a one-on-one basis as you need it, okay? Something where, if you happen to have a deal right now and you're like, Chris, I don't know what to do, or help me out, or, you kind of understand something, but you're lost on one part. Well, this is why I create this program that's going to help you personally. Okay, so what am I talking about? It's my 6 figures in 6 months new coaching group program. Okay, and here's a case study here. All right, Michael Zick. He said, I got my first property under contract, found a cash buyer for it 3 days later, and I closed the deal and I picked up a check for $3,000. This system works as long as you're working. All right, and Michael, he's a realtor here in the Tampa Bay area. Okay, here's another case study. All right, he said, I tried one of Chris's marketing methods in this system that got some motivated sellers calling me. And I closed my first deal and made $7,000 in 15 days. All right, this is Cynthia Fleming out of Atlanta, Georgia. All right, here's another case study here. Okay, Tony Jackson out of California. After working with Chris for a few months, I used one of the methods he taught and got my first house under contract for $200,000. I sold it for $210,000, and I made a $10,000 profit flipping the house without using any money or credit. Couldn't have done it without your expert coaching. Now, the question is, will you be my next success story? All right, 2017. I'm looking for more people, all right, to show them how they can make 6 figures in the next 6 months, okay? Heck, some of you might even just want to get your first deal done. Some of you might even just be happy with that, all right? But I want you not to only just do your first deal. I want you to do multiple deals. I want to show you exactly what it takes to be able to finally quit your job, all right? Finally be able to run this business, as a full-time business, but only working part-time hours, all right? So just imagine how that would feel to be able to get that dream house that you've been looking at, all right? Finally put that down payment on that house, to get that brand new car you've been looking for, all right, that you've been driving past a lot, to even be able to finally take vacations, all right? Some of you guys have been putting off that vacation to the beach, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, wherever. You've been putting that off for a few years now. You keep saying next year is my year. You need to stop saying that. 2017 will be your year if you claim it right now, okay? Some of you have older kids and college is coming up, and you know that you don't want to have your child take out a lot of college loans, all right? Student debt right now is ridiculous, okay? That's the reason why I love real estate, is because I know when my daughter gets enough older to that age where she wants to go to college, it will be paid for, all right? Some of you guys, you really have a big family, and you really, really believe and truly believe in spending time with your loved ones, because at the end of the day, time is the only asset that we have that we can't get back. Money comes and goes, but that time you will never get back. And some of you, you're going to walk in tomorrow at your job, you're going to clock in, and you're going to realize that you just really just giving your time away, right? Literally, days are falling off the calendar. You're doing the same thing over and over and over again, and you know that your life deserves more than that, all right? Well, that's the reason why I created this system, all right? It's called the REI Wealth Profit Academy 2.0 system. And if you want to go ahead and get started, you can go to reiwealthprofit.com/go. Now, excuse me, this is the 6 figures in 6 months coaching program where you're going to learn how to get more time with your family, finally get financial freedom. You can work alongside people who've actually done it before and currently still doing it. Okay, that's right, still doing it, still closing deals. All right, you better give yourself a raise every month, get started fast, and you'll be able to follow and implement a proven system. Okay, now what's going to come in this program? All right, you're going to get our Cash Now Real Estate Acceleration Program, where you get access to my step-by-step 6 figures in 6 months system. All right. We're going to put you into our REI Wealth Profit Academy Success community as well, all right? And you'll also get instant profit video and audio training system, okay? Now, the difference between this is different from any other training I've ever came out with, okay? This is definitely taught differently, all right? It's set up like an academy. There's simple 7 lessons, all right, you're going to go through, okay? You're going to take those quizzes. All right, after the lesson, you'll be required to take a quiz, and then after that, you'll take a final exam. All right, you'll receive a certificate of completion, and you'll be noted as a certified wholesaler, ready to go out into the marketplace and get your first deal or the next deal done. Okay, we're also going to have our group mentoring program. All right, we're going to be meeting bi-weekly. Okay, we're going to be meeting bi-weekly All right, so that way you can learn how to get up and running and making money. Okay. And we're going to be tracking your progress. Okay. That's why I said by keeping you accountable. I'll be able to look and find out how much of the progress you've gotten to the course. And if you haven't, I can help you out and make sure that you're following along. Okay. I told you the biggest thing about it is accountability. All right. And that's what this program and the system is going to do for you. All right. Now, you'll be able to, again, go through those lessons. And then at the end, you'll take a short 5-question quiz. Okay. Very, very simple, just to make sure that you understand the information that you went through. Okay. And again, you will receive this certificate of completion. Okay. You will receive this with your name on it. All right. Now, I'm also going to give you all of my done for you templates and tools. All right. You're going to get all my legal contracts, all my direct mail templates, my letters and postcards. I'm even going to be sharing with you some letters and postcards that I've never shared with anybody. Okay. All right. You're also going to get access to my cutting edge software and spreadsheets, so that way you can actually track what's working for you. All right. What's working for you, what's not. All right. That way you'll be able to track your key performance indicators. So you know, hey, if probate is working or your mailing to this list is working, you'll be able to know all of that from using this system. Okay. I'm going to give you my virtual investor training as well. All right. Some of you want to get into virtual investing. You want to learn how you can be able to do this, take the system, outsource it, and be able to also do this business in virtual markets. I'm going to give you access to that training as well too. All right. Go ahead again and get started right now. If you want to go, just go to riwealthprofit.com/go. All right. I'm also going to give you our system, Marketing on Steroids, to show you how to drive tens of thousands of sellers and buyers and private lenders to your REI Wealth Empire system. Okay. We've done a training with one of my good friends, TJ Hines. He breaks down the simple things that you need to know if you want to get into the fix and flip business. All right. So we'll show you how to profit and how to transition in from wholesaling also into making money, rehabbing properties. All right. So here's another case study here. Okay. He said, I was a bit scared at first to invest in this system. I'm so glad I did. As a result of following the strategies from Chris the first 30 days, I closed my first deal and made $5,000. 6 months later, I've made a total of $100,000, guys. Guys, $100,000 in 6 months. His first 6 months in the business, all right? Not going through the system, all right? Or not just going through it, but implementing everything in it, okay? And now Ray Mabry is making a lot of money now, to this day, still flipping houses, all right? Here's another case study, okay? In less than 2 weeks, he made $11,000. They said, just want to give you a heads up. I closed my first deal in my location after being out of the game for a couple of years. I made an $11,000 total profit. Thanks for all your information found on the website that helped in closing this deal. Blessings. Oh, this deal was done in less than 15 days. And the purchasing on Tuesday, I sold on a Saturday and closed a week and a half later. This is Jared Caldwell out of Texas, all right? Now, you're going to get my Cash Profit Jumpstart coaching program, okay? You'll be able to simply ask any questions, anything. You'll be able to get access to me and my team so that we can help you, all right, for whatever questions or whatever you need help with, all right? So, real quick, I know we went over a lot, all right? Let me kind of go over everything you're going to get in the system. You're going to get our Cash Now Real Estate Acceleration Program, all right, our REI Wealth Profit Academy 2.0 study training, the Done For You templates, all right, the 4-hour week virtual investor training, the Marketing on Steroids system, our Rehab Wealth Profit training, and our Cash Profit Jumpstart coaching program, which is a real world value of $12,810. All right, you can go ahead and get started right now at reiwealthprofit.com/go. Now, let me ask you this real quick, all right? If all this system did for you, okay, was just get you one deal per month. All right, think about that. Would it be worth the investment? Okay. If all this system did for you was completely get you out of your job, all right, finally living the life that you deserve, would this be worth the investment? And if all this system did for you was get you your first $10,000 deal, would it be worth the investment? All right, think about that, all right? Okay, to get started, it's not gonna be $12,810. All right, you can get started right now. It's a small investment of $997, risk-free investment. I'm gonna talk about that in just a minute. Okay, you can go ahead and get started at reiwealthprofit.com/go. Now, for those of you, because I know you're gonna be asking this, Chris, do you have a payment plan? Yes, we do. Okay, we do have a payment plan. Excuse me, for those that want to get started. Okay, with the REI Wealth Profit Academy 2.0 system. Okay, so you go to reiwealthprofit.com/go, and yes, we do have a payment plan. All right, and not only that, we have a 60-day money back guarantee. That's right, your investment today is protected by our 60-day money back guarantee. You can go through the whole training program. All right, prove that this works. If you're not 100% satisfied for any reason, I'll give you your money back, no problems whatsoever. Okay. Now, this is the part of the coaching program that's worth the investment. If anything, it's totally worth the investment, guys. All right, no quote unquote guru or coach or whatever the guys, people want to, whatever you call them nowadays, they're gonna give you access to this. But you're gonna actually get, all right, our cell phone number where you can be able to contact us. All right, me and my team. All right, most of it's going to be going to me. All right, where I'll be able to answer your questions. So if you happen to get into a deal, all right, or you get into a situation, Chris, I don't know exactly what to do. All right, you're going to get the cell phone number so you can go ahead and reach out to us. Okay, so that way I can get back to you. All right, and help you out. All right, it's a results now text coaching. Okay, this is priceless. Okay, go to reiwealthprofit.com/go. All right, the next fast action bonus number 2 you're going to get my Podium CRM setup. All right, I'm going to show you how to manage your wholesaling business from anywhere with our customized CRM. Okay, you can be able to import seller leads and buyer leads. All right, you can be able to document everything, manage your team. This is what I use to talk amongst my team in real time. All right, it's easy to use. Your computer, your smartphone, your iPad. Okay, you're going to get this totally set up. All right, for a total value of $300. All right, for free. I'm also going to be doing REI Inner Circle monthly coaching calls, okay? I'm going to show you how to put this system, all right, to use and get you some profit, all right, get you some money in your pocket within those first 30 days, as long as you follow everything, okay? All right, I'm also going to show you, some different strategy things that we're doing as we update processes and systems. We're going to continuously show you. Just last week on one of our coaching calls, I was showing some of the people that are in our group of how to get leads off Facebook. Okay, this is the stuff that you can look forward to, and I'm going to be sharing with you. All right. Some of you probably might have even heard of my mastermind that I'm going to be holding in Miami. Okay, and it's $3,000 to attend. Okay, but for those that are not going to be able to attend, they're going to be able to get, the ones that are in this program will be able to get access to that training. 3 days worth of training. They're going to get access to it for the people that invest in this training today. Okay, fast action bonus number 4. I'm going to go ahead and jump on the phone with you. Okay, I'm going to jump on the phone with you for 30 minutes for a deep dive call. We're going to go ahead and we're going to map out, all right, a blueprint, a system for you, what to follow within those first, 7 to 14 days to go ahead and get some leads in and be well on your way to getting your first deal. Okay, if you're interested, go to reiwealthprofit.com/go. Okay. All right. So now that's not it. All right. I'm gonna keep tacking on the bonuses, guys. Again, this is to show you how valuable and how this program is really going to change your business and change your life. All right. I'm going to put you in a 90-day accountability program. All right. For those that get started with $997, the platinum package today, I'm going to coach you for 3 months. Okay, I'm going to coach you for 3 months. All right, you're going to receive emails and texts from me of special assignments and tasks for you to be doing on a daily basis. All right, some of you ask, oh, Chris, what am I supposed to do? What should I be doing daily? Okay, every day you're going to receive something from me, whether it's email or text. All right, for 90 days. Okay, guys, people pay upwards of $5,000, $10,000 for this. You're going to get this as a bonus for getting started today. Okay, so go ahead. reiwealthprofit.com/go. Get started today. All right. Now, it's went over a whole lot. I mean, his value was crazy. People told me I was crazy for even having it this low of a price. All right, so let's go over everything you're going to get. The Cash Now Real Estate Acceleration Program. All right, you're going to get an REI Wealth Profit Academy 2.0 study course, the Done For You Templates Tools Bundle, the 4-Hour Work Week Virtual Investor Training. All right, the Marketing on Steroids System, the Rehab Wealth Profit Training, the Cash Profit Jumpstart Coaching. All right, the Bonus Results Now Text Coaching, as well as the Podio CRM setup. All right, we're going to do, I put 5 weeks. We're going to change that. It's going to be monthly. Okay, I need to change that. It's going to be monthly inner circle coaching calls. All right, and then we'll transition it to bi-weekly. Okay, we did bi-weekly before. Some people said it was, so we'll have to figure out which was better. If some people feel like bi-weekly is better, we'll go that route. If some people say it's monthly, we'll go monthly route. All right, we're going to get a deep dive call from me. For 30 minutes, we'll map out everything. So, all right, to get you up and running in the next few weeks, all right? And you're going to get into our 90-day accountability program, okay? Guys, this is a lot of value that you're getting for a very, very small investment, okay? You get $20,000 worth of real-world value, okay? You can get started today for just $997, all right? Go ahead, go to reiwealthprofit.com/go. You get instant access to everything, okay? And again, remember, you're backed by a 100% money back guarantee, okay? You have 60 days to completely try everything, all right? Go through it. Make sure it works for you. Make sure that you understand and know that this is for you. Maybe it might not be. Maybe you might not want to be a real estate investor, all right? But many that you are, you're very serious, and you know that you want to make 2017 your year, all right? Go ahead, get started. Again, you're able to try it out risk-free, okay? I'm taking all the risk by doing this, all right? I'm giving you an opportunity to try it out for 2 months, okay? So go ahead and get started at reiwealthprofit.com/go, okay? That's the website, all right? Again, we have a payment plan set up so you can get started. For those of you who might not have the $997 to get started today, you can get started for $197 today, all right? Now, let me go ahead and I told you I'm going to answer your guys' questions. Let me see. We got a lot of questions. All right. Okay. So go ahead. For those of you, we got a lot of people still in the call. This is great. Okay. So anybody that wants to invest in this, if you have a question, feel free to go ahead and drop it in the chat box. All right. If you have a question about it, go ahead, put it in the chat box real quick. If you have a question about anything, okay, it doesn't have necessarily be about it, but if you have a question, feel free to go ahead and put in the chat box. For those of you that are interested in getting started, make sure you go to reiwealthprofit.com/go. All right. All right. Somebody says, I swear we get this question all the time. Someone asks, will this work in California? Yes, it definitely will. Okay, as you saw, Tony was one of our students that went through this program, and he did his first deal. All right, out there in Oakland. Well, it wasn't Oakland exactly. It was a city outside of Oakland. It was North California, I remember. All right. Do we get to keep the CRM after the mentoring? Yes, you do. Yeah, we're going to set it up for you so you will have access to it. Of course, it's yours. All right, it is your CRM that you'll be able to use ongoing. Okay, me myself. All right, I'm gonna show you what I use, guys. You can see in part of my business. All right, this is what I use. I use FreedomSoft. Okay, I'm still old school. All right, I use Podio mainly for to talk amongst my team, but I have everything, all my leads, all my calls, everything comes through FreedomSoft, okay? This is all of my stuff that comes in. Everything comes through FreedomSoft for me, okay? Just to show you, this is a peek inside my business real quick. All right? So again, reiwealthprofit.com/go, okay? All right, someone said, how long will this be available? We're going to be closing down, it's going to be closed down Sunday, okay? So you got a few days to get in. Sunday at midnight, we're going to be closing this offer down. Okay. All right, Kevin. Yeah, we got to get you some of those items then. The mentor portion. Make sure we should have your email address. Send me your private email, and then I'll make sure that I talk with my assistant Josephine to make sure we get everything for you. Okay. You definitely should have the other parts of this if you got into it in December. All right. So send me your email real quick, Kevin. Make sure we take care of you, man. Let me write it down real quick so that way I'll have it. Yeah, just send me your email. Okay, bet. I got it. Then, okay, got you. Let me not say you. I want people to get your email. All right, so let me write this down real quick. All right. Okay, so we'll get the mentoring stuff set up for you too. All right, perfect. Okay. Okay, how much would, oh, it's a great question. How much would you need for marketing a month? Okay, great question. Okay. So ideally, you would like to have a few $100s a month. All right. Really, you would like to have about $400 to $500 a month for marketing if you want results quick. Okay. Now, again, there's other strategies that you can do. All right. We've had some students that start off with only $200 a month. Okay, and it took them just a little bit longer to get a deal done, maybe like 2 to 3 months. But it's all about being consistent. Okay, so you take what we show you in Our Wealth Academy is we take what your budget is and we show you how to maximize it at the best that you can. Okay, so maybe you have to break down your marketing campaigns on a weekly basis. Okay, and we set you up with that. There's other marketing strategies that we show you do. Maybe bandit signs would be a different, less, it's a little bit cost efficient, but it works, okay? And so it's just based off your budget. We'll show you what you need to do and to get the best results, all right? No. Okay, so good question. All right, Aaron, good question. Okay, so the mastermind with me and Marlon, okay, we had one spot left, and then we had another person. They couldn't get the time off with another. I guess they had a previous thing that they had to attend, some other event or something. So now we have 2 spots left. Okay, we have literally 2 spots left. I haven't even sent the email out to you guys about it, but I'm glad you did mention about it. We have two bedrooms left. Okay, we got a 6 or 8 bedrooms, six or 8 bedrooms mansion on North Miami Beach. Okay, we just secured everything. We got a chef coming in, is going to be cooking. We got 2 spots left. All right, so Aaron, if you're interested in taking up one of those last 2 spots, just contact me on social media. All right, and I will get more information to you about it. All right. All right, thank you. All right, I got Ben's email, so got that. All right. Okay. All right. You need to coach economy, so I'm gonna. Okay, great. All right, man. Definitely. Okay. So Tim. All right. So good question. All right. So Tim says, okay. So you found a seller on Zillow. You got the property. It was listed on Zillow for 30,000 to 18. It depends, Tim. I mean, where's that deal at? What market are you in? And find out if it's a deal. It possibly could be a deal, but it depends on what properties they're selling for. Okay, that's what you got to know. You got to find out what properties are going for in the area, and that's what our program will definitely teach you how to analyze a deal. You got to know how they're selling for. But real quick, what you can do for that property. In your market, I work with people that's in my market, but if you're not in my market, I don't really work with too many people unless you're in the program. But give you some value to help you out. What I would tell you to do is run some comps, okay? Find out what other houses are selling for in that area. You can use Zillow, you can use Find Comps now, and find out, what the comps are selling for, and it possibly could be a deal, okay? If houses are selling for, 20, 30, 25, 30, you got it for 18, you got a deal. All right, you just got to go put it under contract and then wholesale it. Okay. Okay, so you already got iOS Academy 2.0. Reach out. I'm gonna send you. Go ahead and I'll put you in the program. Just reach out to. I'm gonna send you a message real quick. All right, there you go. All right. And just send to email to that email address I just sent you, and then we'll go ahead and get you squared away. All right, so let me see. All right, for those who remember, website REOWealthProfit.com/go. All right, no problem, Kevin. Yes, you definitely. Yeah, for those of you, I mean, hey, listen, some of you might not be able to afford, the $997. Get started today, with the payment plan, okay? And then, hey, once you get, things situated, if you want to upgrade to the, one-time payment, you can definitely do that for sure, okay? No, no. What we'll do is, if you do, good question, Mark. All right. So if you get into the program, you come off at the $197 payment plan, okay, and then eventually you want to go ahead and pay it off. All right. We will just only charge you the remaining balance of the $997. Okay. All right. So if you go through the payment plan and you go through it, you're going to spend up to $2,167. However, if you start off at the payment plan and you say, you know what, I get a deal, let me wait. Let me put the rest of this money into marketing. Let me get a deal first, and then you can go ahead and you can upgrade it to the one-time payment. And what we'll do is we'll just take the balance of that, and we'll deduct that from it, and then charge you the one-time payment minus the payments that you put towards it. Yes, we'll go ahead and set it up because we're not money hungry here. Okay, we have to have, of course, we have to have money come in, for the investment of the time that we're going to get from this program, and the time that I'm going to invest in you guys. But however, listen, we're fair, okay? So if you invest in money in this on a monthly program, we'll go ahead and no problem, deduct that towards your tuition for the one single payment. So most definitely, good question though, Mark. All right. If the seller is a realtor, all right. Well, the seller is a realtor. I mean, it's still the same process. The seller, what's happening is that it's just the realtor is acting as a seller for they're representing the homeowner. That's what it really is, okay? Now, if the seller is really a realtor himself, like the seller is a realtor, then, I mean, it's still the same process at the end of the day. You're still an investor. You want to make sure that you position yourself as an investor that's buying, okay? All right, okay. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, Levette, what we'll do is I'll talk to Josephine about it. She's the one who gets the leads. But yeah, we can make sure that depending on how much is in your market, so the leads, since we're pulling and we're making sure the ones that are vacant, we'll do our best to make sure that most of those leads are different, okay? But if you're in a smaller market where there's just not a lot of leads, then there's a possibility that you could get some of those leads that you already have. So what we can do is, let me send it. I'm gonna send you real quick. Hold on one second. I'm gonna send you a private message real quick. All right, this is the private message I'm sending you. All right, Levette, well, about getting those different leads. Okay, but that's good. You're talking to us, so you definitely. She said, all right. So Levette purchased 250 leads. Working on some sellers now, and oh, it's good. That's good. That's good. 3 sellers now. Okay, so good job. Good job. All right. No, what I'll do is hold on one second. Let me see. Okay, so Manny, you looking for the mentorship program? That's what you're saying. You're looking for the mentorship program. Just want to just verify. All right, with you, because then I can. No, all right. Let me see. We got a lot of questions here, man. A lot of questions. All right. So, if you find a property with the agent, how do you wholesale it if they already have a contract? All right. So, what it means in a property with agent is that they're going to get paid a commission for it. Okay. So, how do you wholesale it? You still can purchase it as you would with a regular homeowner. The difference is that a realtor is involved, which means that the homeowner is going to generally have to pay them a commission, 6% commission with that agent. Okay. Or if you're finding it through an agent through a bank, then you're going to have to do a double closing. Okay. So for instance, the property is like an REO or short sale and it's listed with an agent that way, then you would have to you have to do a double. You can't assign that contract. You have to do a double close. So you could do, you would, again, it's going to depend, what type of property it is. But if you do have to do a double close with it, you probably want to either line up some type of funding, maybe transactional funding, or just work with a title company that is cool with you doing double closing when you find a buyer. Yeah, the property's listed with a broker on MLS. You still, yeah, definitely. A deal is a deal. All right, so definitely. All right. See, this is a lie. I'm glad you just mentioned that, Carla. That is a lie. All right. Some people told Carla that you need a huge cash buyers list. Okay. Listen, let me tell you this. All right. This is no bullshit for real. Seriousness. Okay. I've literally only sold to about 10 buyers for 8 years. Okay. Now, I have way more people on my buyers list than that. Okay. But consistently, there's only been 10 people that I've sold properties to in the last 8 years. Those same people that bought from me 8 years ago are still buying from me now. Okay. No, you don't need a huge cash buyers list. You need legit buyers that have a lot of funds that want to continually buy. Okay. Yes, it's always good to keep building a buyers list. All right. I just sold a house, to a different buyer that I have not sold for the first time in a long time because they were willing to pay more than all the rest of the investors. But typically, okay, I was the same buyer that sell houses too. All right. Same houses. Okay. So no, you don't need 50, 100 people on your buyers list. You get you a good 5, 3 to 5 buyers starting off, solid cash buyers. Okay, they're going to make you all your money, all right? And then you can continue growing, all right? So, no, you don't need a huge cash buyers list to get started. Okay, so yeah, you could just, what I will tell you, Manny, so that way you can still get that type of program with the mentoring. Yeah, just go ahead and you can pay through here, and then, I'll go ahead and we'll definitely get you up and running, all right, with the mentoring part, okay? I know you're out there in Orlando, and I can definitely, help you out some stuff out there. Okay? So no problem, Manny. All right, send letters to cash buyers. Okay, good question. Send letters to cash buyers. Did you use the yellow letter site for those, or did you design postcards to send to the motivated sellers? All right, so for me, I send out postcards. All right, I have some pink postcards I send out now. And I still do yellow ones, but sometimes I do green as well, all right, because I use everything to click the mail. So me personally, I do postcards. I don't do letters unless I'm sending the probates, okay? But cash buyers, I would say, I don't really send out. So again, I mean, I have my buyers already that, that I work with myself. But I would say for you guys, if you're sending out to cash buyers, you want to get some cash buyer leads, and you want to go out and send them out, I would tell you go ahead and send out the yellow postcard that I do have on the site. That definitely works. Okay, I use that probably maybe the first year I was in business. I used those postcards to take the same thing that's on the letter, but send it as a postcard, and I use that. All right, to send to your cash buyers. Okay, I think the last time I sent that one out was 2013 when I went to the Jacksonville market. Okay, But honestly, guys, it's so simple to find buyers, man. It's really very simple. We have a module inside the training on how to put up ghost ads to find cash buyers, okay? And, you know, this being the brand new of the year, there's so many people that's looking to get into real estate investing, new landlords and rehabbers that are coming into the market. It's not very hard to find cash buyers as some people think. Okay, and you can literally put up bandit signs and find cash buyers. All right, but definitely, I would tell you send out the postcards. It's cheaper. All right, all right. Okay, the mentor program. Okay, so my mentoring program costs a lot more. All right, my mentoring program, the cheapest package that I have is 3,000. Okay, it's a 90-day program. That's the cheapest mentoring program I have. Okay, but this program here is a mentoring program set up in a group format. Okay, so it's a lot cheaper. Okay. All right. Should vacant homes of $200,000 scare you away, or should you still send out a postcard letter to that owner? Do you think a buyer will be interested in paying cash for a home that much? Good question. So here's the thing. It depends on where you're at, Kevin. Okay. $200,000 in California, you know, that's pennies. Okay. But $200,000 in my market, okay, in Tampa, um, there are cash buyers that pay that in certain areas. Okay, it's not a lot, but there are some that will pay that in areas. Cash buyers that pay that. Okay. However, I wouldn't send a postcard to them. Okay, $200,000 is a good high price in my market, so I send out with letters to that type of area. Okay, because that would be um, we would classify that as an A type area in Tampa. Okay, there's A, B, C, D areas of your market. All right, you get to learn that. The A market is your top notch smart, you know, areas location. The B market is the middle class more so. You know, maybe lower high class, upper middle class. Okay, and then your C area is your lower middle class, your bread and butter areas, good rental areas, and then the D area is the hood. The projects in the hood where you kind of stay away from. All right. I don't have a company I recommend for transfer funding. Unfortunately, the company that I did have, they don't use that. They don't. Well, they don't offer it anymore. I don't use it. They don't offer it anymore, unfortunately. So I don't. So I will ask around. Maybe go to your RIA meeting locally and find out if you can get a transactional funding company. All right. No, you don't need your real estate license. Okay. I've been in this business for 8 years. All right. I've been in this business since 2009, and I've never had a real estate license. Okay. All right. So you don't need a real estate license. Okay. It's good if you have one and you want to be a wholesaler. It's fine if you want to transition, but do you need it? No, not at all. All right. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear about your daughter. All right. Yeah, Tim, I'll go ahead and let me write your email down and I will email that information to you. Hope she gets well, man. All right, so it's almost time for me to get to my dinner. Let me answer a few more questions. I haven't ate dinner because I've been on the call with you guys. All right. Oh, you're in Fort Lauderdale. Okay, $200,000. That's not bad at all in Fort Lauderdale, man. I know people buying cash for 180, 190. I think I saw a deal. We have a guy that's going to be speaking at our mastermind. That is, he does deals with Fort Lauderdale and Miami, and I always see his houses. He sends all his emails, and so no, that's nothing. $200,000. That's not bad at all. All right. Um, well, this is the thing, Carla. So her question is, would an appraiser's license help when evaluating a property to make an offer? Here's the thing. Since you're going to be mostly selling to a cash investor that is going to go ahead and do the work, okay? And the thing about it is a cash investor, they might be able to get labor cheaper, okay? They might be able to get, excuse me, some parts cheaper, okay? So you really don't know. So what I do is this is my formula, okay? All right, and I'm gonna give you a little piece of the formula, but you guys, you really understand it more once you get into the program. Okay, we look at houses of the properties, what stuff is selling for at cash. Okay, we look at what property is selling for cash. So I'll give you an example. All right, the deal that I have right here. All right, I'm gonna show you real quick. Where is it? Right here. All right, so this property here. Okay, this property here. This is the property that we have at the title company right now. Okay, this property. All right, there was houses. Okay, I'm gonna show you a real live example. Okay, I'm gonna show you the contracts too. I'm gonna show you everything so you guys can see that I'm the real deal. All right, not to brag or anything, but just to show you guys. All right, okay, so this property here. All right, as you can see here on the street view. Okay, this was a property that we ran the comps, and according to the comps in our neighborhood. Okay. This is why I tell people you got to always look at it, all right? Now I have access to MLS. I'm not going to log in and show you guys this, but we saw on here comparables, okay? Properties that are selling on the same street. See, this is a 21700 small house, all right? 7349 Royal Palm Drive, okay? We saw this house here, August 9th, same street, sold for $52,500 cash, okay? Here's another one that's sold on the same street. Okay, it's a 2-1, a little bit bigger square feet, but it's over $45,000. Okay, here's another one. Okay, this is very close to the property that we have. Okay, literally down the street, 7316. This one's 7349. Okay, this one sold for $44,000. Okay, so what did I do? All right, I went ahead. Okay, I'm gonna show you real quick. All right, let me go into the communication. Okay, now you can't do this. Most people cannot do this, all right? And I'm not saying you can't do this. I just don't recommend you doing this, all right? I'm a little bit more advanced because I've been doing this for a long time, okay? We went ahead and I talked with the seller. All right, let me see. Where is the, okay, here. I said I could do $36,000 cash and close on it, okay? He said if you need there, he put the lockbox on it. And he said he would do $36,000. Okay, so here, as you can see here, we got the contract signed. Okay, this is the signed contract. Okay, look, 36. I know it kind of messed up because it's affected to me. $36,000. All right, signed contract from the seller. Okay, all right, and then what do we do? Since we knew what properties we're selling for. Okay, I showed you the comps. All right, and that's what it is. You got to look at what stuff is selling for, okay? And then you offer lower. I offered, I saw properties going 44, 45,000, a little bit higher. I offered 36. And then what do? We got a contract with the buyer, okay, to purchase it. All right. Let me see, not that one, not that one. Okay, here's the addendum here. All right. The addendum to the assignment contract, we sold this property for $43. Again, it's getting ready to close. All the title work has came back, and we're going to get paid $7,000. Okay, $7,000 is the buyer signed everything. See, this is 17. Okay, this is this year. All right, everything's the title company. We've already had it clear to close. So we're going to be closing next week. Okay, so this is what you need to know. You don't need an appraisal. I didn't have an appraisal go in. I just looked at what the market told me, what properties were selling for. I offered less, $9,000 typically less. So usually I offer $10,000 less. This one, he was actually already doing the work on this, so I offered $9,000 less than what the house sold for. And bam, found a buyer, and now I'm getting ready to make $7,000 next week. Okay, so no, you don't need an appraiser. You just need to know the numbers. You need to know what houses are selling for and offer 10 to 15 grand less, so you have room for you to be able to make money. And that is how you do it. All right. All right. I appreciate you guys being on here. It's been a long night. You guys are stuck with me. I mean, man, you guys are still on the call. I love you guys just for still even being here. Okay. That shows the dedication to this business and want to make sure, All right. So appreciate y'all being on. Get started, iwealthprofit.com/go. You guys have a great night, and I will see you inside the program.